Hello, everybody. This is Shuri from the Natural Cottage. I sell label templates in our group for $5 each. I also sell them on Etsy to customers for a higher amount, but for our co op members and Bath Divas, I only charge $5 a listing. Okay, so once you get a label, and what I got up here is the mask refresher label, and I got it up in a customer view. In other words, I don't have it in my design view. I can, but I'm going to do it. This is just what you see when you buy a label from me. And your exact label is right here in the middle of the screen on the work surface. And you can see there's these little lines, dotted lines, that your label stays in between. That's the part that's going to print. Okay, so let's do some walking through the program for you so that you can understand it better. Each one of these pieces that I've assembled here, whether it's a text box or whether it's a box itself, all of these are down here in the layers. And each component, see how it highlights it when I click on it? Each component is on a layer in the program. And I can click on each of the layers and have it highlighted. And then I can work on that layer. But let's save this label without doing any changes. And we're going to go create another label. If you can see up above here, it says duplicate page. And right now we have one label, one page of one. Okay, let's duplicate it. And it says we're on page 2 of 2 labels. If we go back, you can hardly tell that it's different, but this is a second label. Okay, let's do some changes on this label. First of all, let's switch our font that we used. Okay, and I've got it clicked as resize as image right there off of the last one, but I unchecked it. Let's do some adjustments to this font. See how close each of the letters is? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some letter spacing to make it a little easier to read. And I think it will help I think it'll help our layout a little bit too. Now, I think it looks kind of short again, so I'm going to resize it as an image. And when we do that, we can stretch it. So I'm going to add that, except I think this time I'm going to do this as a lotion. So I call my lotion body frosting. And you notice it kept the same spacing on the letters over here on the right. And it kept our height because I left it as a resize as image. And I was able to type real easy to change it right over here. Okay, now this isn't our herbal blend lotion. This is actually going to be a lavender aloe vera lotion. Okay, now if you notice, I'm too big for my box, right? And I can adjust the box. And the easiest way to do that in this instance, since that green box is so far down in the layers that it would be hard to grab just a little edge. So I went over here and I clicked on the green box. But I think for layout's sake, I would much rather that this was a little smaller size so that it fit in the box rather than adjusting the box. And you can do all of these adjustments yourself, but if you can tell, this looks a lot better now, just as the right size. Okay, so over here, Now I'm looking at those boxes again, and lavender lotion to me needs a lavender color here rather than green and yellow. So let's change this color to a lavender. And right up here's a pick lister bar. See if I can get a lavender. I did get a lavender. Need a little lighter on this box though. That's rather a pretty lavender. All right, I'm going to save that one. All right, now I want to do the green box and make it a darker lavender. A little too blue. Oh, that looks good. All right, and then let's do the same thing here. Whoops. But let's use our picker so that we can get exactly the right color. So it rather matches. Okay, because the color picker will pick up any color on your screen and make it set. So now it says body frosting, lavender aloe vera lotion, net weight 2 ounces, 56 grams. But you know what? I think I would much rather have, I'm holding down the shift key to move my rectangle, and I got my lavender words are up above, so I can't really pick it at the same time. But I'm going to move this down, and then I'll move. You can do it with arrows, or you can just sit and play with it. See how the red lines are coming up? It gives you an idea of where center is when you see that pink line. All right, I'm going to move down body frosting. So it gives us some guidelines so that we can keep stuff centered when we need to. Okay, and up here it says add new image. And I clicked it and it brought up a box. And we're going to go to this file has my Bath Divas logo in it. And I'm going to add the Bath Divas logo right there. See how it's covering up the other one and it's a little too big? Well, to make it smaller, we just drag that corner box and see how the guide picked up. Raise it up a couple. Got it. Okay, so in other words, yeah, I can handle that. Okay, I like the way that's laid out now. It works for lavender lotion. Now I'm going to go over to here where it says company name, which in this instance is Bath Divas. If I spell it right, it actually will be Bath Divas. And then my address. And if you notice, it just typed all that in a straight line. Okay, because I have to hit enter in order to move it down to the next line. So it'll do all of your lines just the way you need them. Okay, and I always use call me, whoops. And my web address, which is going to be Bath Divas. Okay, and if you notice, even though this was on the angle over here, it was still really easy to type because it's all straight over here on the right. And if I wanted to make the font bigger or smaller or change fonts, all of those are right here available to me. I could put in line spacing, etc. But I'm going to leave that. I won't change the ingredients because off the top of my head, I'd have to stop and think about it. I'm just using this as a demo so that you guys can tell. Let's say that you wanted to add a text box, okay, and you can type, oops, type anything you want here. You can change the size of the font. You can change the font. And each of the fonts has an example of how it's going to look right on here. So you can tell when you're changing fonts just what it's going to look like. But I could type anything that I wanted to there. Okay, now let's just delete this one. Oh, I should mention on the layers, you can move your layers down below. Like if I wanted body frosting to be on top of Bath Divas, not that I do. But if I did, excuse me, if I did, it wouldn't work if body frosting, whoops, it wouldn't work if Bath Divas was the top one. Actually, Bath Divas should be on top of body frosting right now. It's taking a minute to get there, I guess. But you can move these layers around to just what you want them to be. Just like this layer, the dark purple is lower on the list than the light purple is, because if we switched them around, you wouldn't be able to see that light lavender. All right, and when I click save, I now have both labels, mask refresher and body frosting. I could click duplicate and switch this to cherry almond lotion, okay, or whatever. All right, and I would have a third label available to me. Okay, so let's save this and let's go ahead and print out a set of sheets of labels. And you'll notice up here under, actually, let me cancel out. Right here, you have a choice of a full page of labels in a PDF or one label in a JPEG. So you can load either one. I'm going to do a page of labels. And you'll see that it's showing the mask refresher here. Because if we were to print all pages, it would print a page of the mask refresher, a page of the lavender lotion, and that third label. But let's say that we just want to print the lavender lotion. So we would choose page 2. You can show a bleed or trim marks, but honestly, you just have more to cut. It gives you enough space, just a little bit, in between each label, and it'll utilize most of your page. So then you're going to click download PDF. And it's gathering all of the labels. And it's going to open up on my computer. And I always rename, because this would be body frosting lavender. Oops. And I save it to my file. Make sure you notice your address up here on where you're saving them. Okay. And you click save. And when you're ready to print, I'm going to go right to the files. Okay, and we'll pull up the body frosting. Lavender, right there. And it'll open a PDF, and you can print to your designated printer and print. I use full sheet labels from Amazon. They're called Milkos Glossy weatherproof labels. If you remember, um, I didn't switch my ingredients, so I definitely don't want to print that right now. But as an example of how to work with the program, you can edit your background. It's set at transparent, which means when you're using white paper, it's going to look like a white paper background. When you're using purple paper, it's going to give you the purple background of the paper without having this white background here show as white. It's actually going to show as purple, the color of your paper. So ivory labels are going to be ivory. Other than that, um, it makes a difference on what type you're using. And then I use a scrapbook slicer dicer cutter to cut out the sheets. It takes you just a minute. You have these perfect looking labels and they cost you pennies on the dollar. So anyway, that's how you use Cordial with the label templates that I make up for you guys. Thanks for watching. This is Cherie from Bath Divas. I just stop and think I also own the Natural Cottage. But that's how you do it. Thank you much.